Hello, we are Team 6, Pratik Prajapati and Sai Parimi. We are presenting our project Creator Stack. Now, in general, we are getting more focused on health, and breathing is one of the important part which calms us down. Also, for relaxing and surrounding atmosphere also affects our productivity, and that's why simply breathing good air quality makes a huge difference to our lifestyle and also our outcome. Last 2 years in pandemic we stayed a lot in indoors, and that's why we also had more air quality in indoor is becoming more vital. And for example, if I don't open my window for a long time due to weather and due to cold weather, then my breathing will also cause more VO, and also it will have more if some gases are leaking. For normal human being it is not easy to recognize if air quality is good or not. That's why we had idea to have some kind of sensor which is alerting about surrounding indoor air quality and alerting us, because air quality depends on multiple factors. So for example, how much CO2 we have, how many VOC components are there per million particles, or even temperature and humidity also affects at some level. So that's why there is a common index called IAQ, Indoor Air Quality Index, which is giving us a rough idea about air quality. So let's say if IAQ index is around 25 to 50, that's really good air quality. If it is above 50, it's average quality. But if it is getting higher, then we have really bad air quality.
So now that we've understood how the IAQ sensor work and the kind of data that we would be fetching from it, we will be dealing more with visualization tools to better understand the results that we're getting from the sensor, and this will also be shown in the presentation that is to be followed.
So here we are going to show this demo where as an air quality sensor from Bosch is here, which can also monitor humidity and temperature, and it is shown on the dashboard. As we can see, dashboard refreshing rate is 5 seconds, and here we have some sensor data and also heat map and some other widget. So now if I give give if I breathe out on sensor, so it is increasing this IAQ number. So because there are lot of VOC contents in my when I breathe out on the sensor, and it goes this as we can see this alert widget gauge goes with up and down with IAQ value, and in addition we get light control as we can see here. So if according to this dial, as we can see, there is some range from 0 to 500 on the gauge, and in addition it sends alert to phone.
The next part of the project that we would be presenting is about intensity regulator for the light system. So you have your standard control of on and off, or say ambient lighting, but it's more about a switch based system. But let's say you would like to have a much more sophisticated automation solution to regulate the brightness of your light. So that is what we are going more towards in this scenario. All you need is a camera setup, and in our case, since this was more of a last minute solution that we came up with, we could not purchase an explicit camera unit, and so we're making use of the webcam from our system. So we read the hand gestures from the user through the webcam, and this is a twofold operation where primarily the user selects the color that he wants to see the light bulb with. So one for red, two for green, three for blue, and so on. And then once the color choice is done, the standard pinch and zoom operation, to which also is applied to images, is made use of, where of course the pinch implies you are reducing the brightness and a zoom implies you are increasing the brightness. So it's a real-time video feed gesture recognition for monitoring the intensity. We've understood the idea behind what we want to do in the intensity control. Let's have a demonstration of what exactly is going on. So the primary intent, of course, is where you can select the color with the hand number counter and then control the intensity based on the pinch to zoom feature. So at this point, we have provided three different colors, which of course can be made dynamic, but for demonstration, we've stuck to three. And of course, when there is no option, it goes to a default color. So the no option part is where you select a wrong number of, let's say, 4, 5, or so on, or you don't have any number at all for the first 10 seconds. It goes into the default color. And this is the payload value that goes in to MQTT. So of course, the intensity, which comes from the pinch and zoom and the RGB color. So let's get into the demo. So the very first step would be to choose the color. So let's say I choose 1. So it gets selected to red. And now we need to control the intensity. So you pinch in and now you're at 0. And now I slowly start expanding out. And you notice that the intensity keeps increasing. And of course, the other way around as well, where it keeps reducing. And once you've hit the intensity value that you're happy with, you just say stop. and it stops running. So future scope of the project is more about we trying to infuse the two worlds together in a single entity using the Nordic Thingy unit, and then having a one-stop solution with a camera slot in it to get both the datas together, and the user can take it along with him